Oh, you caught. Good catch. Fine, I'll eat the cookie. Come on, cookie. No, my hamburger. One piece of this. You done? Oh, okay, I'll eat it. Here comes it. I'm gonna eat it. One piece or not? Okay, fine. You want hamburger or not? 10 what? 10 pieces? Come, bitch. You gonna eat a hamburger? How rude. Mmm, hamburger. The pound table then. I thought you don't anymore. Why you take a bite if you don't like it? Killer. You're dead, man. You find something interesting? I didn't know that those vanilla cookies, with, the dark tree ones, it can melt. You know the vanilla Sam's cookies. You know those. When you at Dollar Tree, those like sandwich with the cream in the middle.
Okay, I want to have some.
And nails, the nails because I left in the car for like 10 minutes. I came back, it's melted. The both the Sam's part, the cookie part was sliding. It wouldn't stay on. And it was melted like it went. So it was the cookies just sliding off the cookie part of the cream. Like, what? Uh, Probably because of the heat. It's for everywhere. No, no, no. Power. Just your place or everywhere. The whole thing. It's because of the heat. Because sometimes when it gets too hot, it is somehow it shuts off the electricity for some reason. It's the heat. For course. Good thing I didn't come over there today, huh? We got no power nowhere. What's? Well, at least you got a phone. Oh, wait. Hope you have a full charge. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Hope you have a full charge because if you don't, you can't charge it. That sucks. Why are you watching? You know what you could watch though? It's quite interesting. I started watching it now. It's there's some YouTubers are watching like freaky stuff that caught on video that and people think is paranormal. Normal. It's not a reenactment. Just some weird things caught in camera that's nobody can explain. It's like I was watching that. It's like oh, what? No clue. That's not that's normal. You don't know anything, do you? Huh? Andrew's store. What's that? What? I don't know what is. What is it? Is Apu working there right now? Two Apus. Alright. I guess I'll let you go. I'm real tired. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm really bushed. All that walking around stuff. Gotta get that 10 o'clock, remember? What? I've been up since 10 to get ready for it to go visit this year. So I'm a little bushed. You know, to have a rug rat chasing him all the place, it's tiresome. I'm exhausted. I don't care about that right now. Yeah, but because we just go around everywhere. You know, we never sit in one place. I just don't want to take pictures right now. Shit, with her. Yeah, yeah. I'll d- I'll try to do it. I'll do it next time. Well, Not really important at the moment. No, it isn't. It's not important right at the moment. I'm exhausted, but I had school work last night, like near the writing one's near like the last class actually, the finals for that one. Then you get one more for the major one for the criminal one. Were they clear? The pictures I sent you? They were. I can't tell. Well, I can't. I saw that. You text just now? Yeah. You know, I can't. I can't. To be honest, I can't even see any kind of modification anymore. It's so blurry. It's not my eyes. I don't think it could be eyes. It could be something serious. Don't know. Because it's one eye. It affects only one eye. The other one's fine. You know it's weird. My probably will if it's getting worse. You know what's weird? I have my small. I have my small old. I have my smaller phone. I cannot see at all. 'Cause it's all blurry. So everything. I can't even see it. You know that small LG I carry? It's so small. When it really can't see with that one. I mean anything. So I don't know. I might. If it gets worse, I probably will. But I can drive because it doesn't affect me driving. It just when I'm not driving, it doesn't affect me. When I drive, it's fine. I can see fine. Not far, right? Close to, close, close to. I can see everything. I won't be driving if it's blurry when I drive. No, I will get some eyes checked. When I drive, it's no. The signs are not blurry when they're up and close or far away. It's not that. It's only when small text. Only when in I don't know. That's kind of weird. If it's all day, every day, when my computer screen right here is fine. I can not blurry at all from computer screen. Only happens on my phone or small text. Maybe. Yeah, I'll see. Check up on it. Yeah, because if it gets worse, I will. But if it's yeah, because if you hold my phone right here to my eyeballs, it's so blurry I can't even read it. But hold it a little bit further away, I can read it. Yeah, I probably need glasses. Yeah, yep. And I did tell you about his August 2nd. He had this class. Wait, I can't do August 2nd. Forgot. No, it's in midweek, mid August. Yeah. Never mind. Think about this. They're gonna want have a local meet and greet with the teachers for him in August. Again, to see if it's right fit. If not, this is believe they can put him in online classes, but do you wanna see if it's the right fit or not? I know that. And if he had issues the first day, I'm gonna tell him to do online classes for now. Yeah, it's the first day. We can't keep staying in the house. It's not for little. No, it's not nervouses. It's not. It's, we can't. I'm not gonna stay in the class for 2 weeks with him. You can't do that. No, he wants you to stay with him in class. He cannot do that in this class. He wants you stay with him over there. That's the issue. Yeah, but we cannot stay in the class with him. I do give him a chance. He's I know him. He when you go send him out, he's gonna teacher's gonna call you back and tell him to pick him up because he's freaking out because it's dinner. I know it. I bet. Okay, that's how it's gonna be. I know him. Who do you think I stay with him in his other school? Me, for months. It doesn't mean anything. I'm telling you. It doesn't matter. I can't give it. You can't not stay. I'm telling you. I am, but we cannot. You want to stay with him every day in class, which they won't allow. You want to stay? Go ahead and do it every day, until you won't be able to leave. I'm not, Chris, darling. Who I would, darling. Who do you think stayed with him? Who won't? He wasn't reacting. It's the truth, facts. He didn't let me leave the classroom. He only. It's not worried. It's going to happen. I'm not worrying about nothing. I'm not worried. It's happening. I know, darling. He already told me he doesn't want me to leave the classroom right now. I'm not doing to see how he's comfortable and did a meet and greet and see how comfortable he is. I'm not doing it willy-nilly. I'm just seeing how comfortable he is. If he's okay staying there but without me or staying there, then we'll do that. I'm not saying no, I'm gonna stay there. I'm saying depends how comfortable he is with the teachers, the meet and greet and stuff. No, because however, at the boot camp, there's a boot camp before school. If he's okay during the boot camp, because we 20th or 29th, 2 days, we had to take him to school to get him used to the class and everything. If he's okay by himself, then yes, that's fine. I'm not gonna. I want him to. Yeah, but however, because we cannot stay there. That's what I'm saying. That if you experience that, you want us to. If he trying to get us to stay with him, flipping out because he's not with you, that's what you can do. You can flip out and cry because you're not staying with him. Then we might have to try the online thing, but not right. That's the worst case scenario. I want him to be in class. Yes, we are, but. What? Of course. Um, I'm sorry. Oh, fine. I'm sorry cutting you off. I apologize. I hear that, but you said, oh, giving him a chance. He, but know how it's heady on the first day if he asked you to stay there. However, I think it'd be different because when I talk to him about it, feels up about he feels willing to do without me there. So we'll see. I'm not worried. It's gonna happen, 100%. No, because I know him and on his past behavior in another class, I'm skeptical. But we'll see though. I know, I know it's gonna happen. We'll know for sure on the 28th of July. Yes, yeah, we'll find out then. But I'm not prejudging. I know him and know his behavior. I'm not saying like anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, I, I'm not doubting him. I do know because he's already acting like that. He when I tell him, uh, no, no, you would know before that. He would just hold on to you and tell you not to go. Okay, whatever. Just telling it. Like I said, we'll see. Well, I will know. I'll know from the get go before I drop him off at the first day. No, no, like I said, I'm gonna see, on the first day we'll know. No, ABC Mouse, no, no. Understand, the school has their own online thing for. If worst to come to worst, I'll talk to the principal if we need to set up a plan like that. What? It can't. It can't be just. It doesn't work like that. No, it doesn't work at all. It's yeah. It's all the classes. We'll see though. We'll play by ear. I understand that. I'm just don't want to repeat him like last time, and because when I dropped him off to the Head Start, he grabs my shirt, grabs onto me and cries, said, "Don't leave. I want to stay here with me." But we see how he acts. Best plan. And I'm not pointing out, oh, all that. Not doing that. I'm just saying that his past behavior is like, so don't get the wrong. So just I don't want him hyperventilate and I think to be honest, I think over there he got bored easily because it's like the kid they do like stuff he already knows. Not you don't find it interesting and I've been there like a couple months. All they do is everything they do is he could do at home. And reading, play puzzles like everything. But the only reason I want to take him over because to get used to classroom environment, talk, have playing with kids on his age. To be honest, none of the kids are at his age. They're young. They were younger. Man, no. They're his age, but he is so much taller and mature than the others. The 5-year-olds over there was acting like babies and cry all throw fits. Not him. He's like advanced 5-year-old. Yeah, like he could pass. He's mature, way more mature than any 5-year-olds I know. He could pass along to be like 6 or 7 the way he acts. You know what? He can be tallest kid in that classroom though. I'm telling you, in his class, oh no, he can be tall. He's the tallest one. Yeah. Weird. That Head Start didn't have a playground at all. No playground. There's an empty field they play in it, but there's no playground at all. But just like balls and toys and stuff, or big open area behind the school, but nothing like that. But this new school has a real playground, real slides and stuff. I think he would be happy with that. Yeah, but his schedule is he's there all day. I wonder if that's I don't know how he's gonna react to that long day before. He never had a long day at the other school before. His he got bored.
Getting bored. Staying at
Yeah.
home. I wanted to go fishing. I'm bored. Staying
Okay.
home.
I think that or boredom. I think it's yeah. It's okay. You know. He has to adjust. We can't stay at the other school with him. They won't let you. No, I don't. I don't. Baby steps. Baby steps. Not true. Then if that's the case, they'll bump him up. If that's the case, they will. That's what they do the first part of the run the first time. For first day, they test you. They do the hearing test. They told me that they did the hearing test. They do the vision test and all that good stuff. they'll test that too. They're gonna test everything. I already know what they they test that. I already know test before that because of Head Start does that. What you ask? Head Start tests you with everything, including IQ tests and where he's at, reading, writing, and all that stuff. He's up there. I just he just needs someone a place where he could be pushed. You know, the challenge more not pushed, more like more properly educated. Challenge, why not gonna challenge him? Challenge him. Right now he doesn't feel challenged over there. Like the read that it, for instance, like singing this stupid nursery rhymes, like he ain't interested in that.
Ah, I'm getting bored.
We just got home. Okay. I'm gonna hook that. I'm gonna put that hook on that fishing line. Okay, for you. Okay. I just, no, no. The, no, he don't like baby stuff at all. He like the grown up stuff. Yeah, he don't like it. He don't like the kitty songs they sing. He don't like the kitty books they read. The kitty games he plays. Like he ain't interested. He gets bored. Yeah. He kind of was self taught, wasn't he? To be honest, he was. Do you forget that he walked on his own without anyone teaching him before he crawled? Exactly. It's like whoa. He skipped a step there. Yes. Yeah. And I told him over at the Head Start he could read real good. Really? Then I gave him a demonstration. It's like, oh my God, he could read good. I mean, reading like the big words that no normal kids would ever be able to read that. Because I pulled out my debit card and let him read it, and they were shocked. Really, man? Wow, it's so loud over there. What people doing? The power's still out? No, I mean, what are you doing? Is the power still out? It Wow, it's so loud, man. I can't even hear. I'll let you go so you can have your smoke. It's so loud, man. That's why. I can't even hear. Oh, a road trip with you? Road trip. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Jesus Christ. That was loud, man. But it seems like a lot. I've seen that read the our school made us read that book. The book came before the movie. You did, a long time ago. Well, what else are you doing other than smoking? Eat. Right? All I hear is a lot of people in the background. Rabble, 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 rabble. Wow. You know what sucks though? Imagine having imagine having air conditioning, a hot house, and it stop working because there's no power. Would that suck? That sucks. And a trusty 65-degree air conditioner. Nice. But ice cold shower, you nuts? You want hyperthermia or what? That's one way to get yourself sick, you know. Just saying. I heard. Am I hurting? Okay, relax. You, chill. I told you. Oh hell not. I will never. I don't think step 1 foot in Roseburg today. Hell no. 94, 94 degree weather? I don't think so. And they're gonna peel me off out of this cool, nice room here. Oh, mm. It doesn't go that far. Though I wish it goes to 60 though. That's winter cold, man. No, thank you. That thing works. 60, you freeze to death. Watch the rain turns acid because it's too hot over there. No, it happens in has to, no, no, it happens in Mars. Get it right. Yep, that's right. Not really, but you know, it's Mars. That's Mars. it gets hot though, you die. But oh yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. I would, I don't, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind going to Mars though. Sounds fun. Not really. What? For real? That's freaky. Weird science. Uh huh. Cute movie. Uh huh. You are strange. Beyond, you're a nutcase. What? What? No planters? Man, you're broke. Broke bitch. What? Stop squawking. That's my day. Oh, I don't want to be in. I want to get out. What the hell? Why in the hell would I want to enter? That's what. It's bad. That's Batman will say. I'll let you in. Want to come in? No, thank you. When people say that, you walk away. Sorry, I'm not a kid with a stranger was enticing me with candy. Okay, no, thank you. Hope so, cause I ain't interested. I'm done. No, I'll pass. Thanks. What's that one freaking? What's that Rob Zombie movie show? But thousand, yeah, no, Thousand Corpses. There you go. Yeah, the song "Welcome, Come Right In." From that movie with Thousand Corpses. Yeah, Thousand Corpses. It's about to come right in. It's part of the song. Yeah, House of Thousand Corpses. Wow. Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie. Cause you, good thing you don't have to charge it. I'm telling you what, you're shit out of luck if that dies. Okay, go ahead. Talk to you later. Love you too. Oh, oh, okay, fine. If I must, I think I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna misplace it on purpose. No, I'm gonna melt it in the freaking volcano in Lord of the Rings. You know, it's the one ring I want to destroy. Exactly. Bye. See ya. And here's Golden who chases after it at the end of the movie. My ring. Hell no, I'm the spider. the big giant spider killed, poisoned what's the face that the halfling at the end. That big spider in the cave, yeah, yeah. Man, you didn't watch movies too. Oh yeah, you're part of the cult. I'm sorry. Hallmark. I'll be watching that make me put me to sleep. You know, so boring. Like, if you know what I do when I you know what you know what I do when I want to go to sleep? Put on a slow movie like show like a Hallmark show. You know, puts me to sleep easily. Don't get sunburnt. Oh great.
I want.
Well, your babies. Heaven forbid. Good thing. Good thing she can't carry.
Ah!
Good thing she can't carry inside your head. You know, there's a lot of fantasies in there. Mind control. I don't. No one wants to know. That's scary.
Help me fix this!
Okay, I'll fix it.
Hold on, guys.
Okay.
I'll fix it.
Okay, let you go. I don't want to see her carry battery. Love you.
Can
It's
we
good.
go fencing? Can we go fencing?
No, we can't. I can put the line. I can put the hook on right now.
I'm bored.
Then watch your tablet.
No.
Do you want me to do some not?
Yeah.
Okay then. Stop. Sit down. Watch your tablet. And I'll do this.
How do you put it on?
Well, put the lights on so I can see. Wanna watch me? Watch me. Turn.
You can line it, unline it.
Yeah. See right here. First, gotta hit safety first. Can't touch this. These are sharp. Okay.
I will touch the bottom.
You can touch that. You can touch that. Don't carry that.
Guys,
Oh, I need scissors. Go get some scissors. Oh.
don't poke that.
I'm not poking it. I'm cutting it back open. See? Go potty. Ooh, the keys.
That's don't poke yourself. Don't go and pee pee.
Do you see the hook? For fishes. See?
Where's the hook? Oh my god.
That need it.
Don't mind the hook.
Okay.
What's this wrap?
Don't touch this hook. It's sharp. Really sharp. Okay.
That's a big purple.
Okay, give me the pink fish in there.
Pink?
Yeah, look in the drawer there. The pink, bright pink thing. It's the fish. No pink fish. That there, the red one. Right there.
I got the red thing. Is this fish?
Like this.
I want the real bait.
It gives you real bait. It's for this though. I'm gonna. Ooh. Don't touch this.
Mind it.
Wait. Let's go to the sun. No, don't touch it. Sharp. You get stabbed.
I get stabbed in my belly.
No, that's not a fish. Alright? I'm just seeing it. I can see it in it. Don't touch, don't touch, don't touch.
How much this one?
Yeah. Oh. It's okay.
Not in the butt of the fish.
I'll stop.
Don't put it in the butt in the fish. Fish butt.
What?
Fish butt.
Well, I think it.
You're killing it.
It's a fish.
Away.
Can I fish you up? I wanna fish you.
I can't take my shoes off because we're going fishing, okay?
We're not going fishing today. We're gonna sit up today.
I want to go fishing.
We can't do today.
I want to test it out.
Tomorrow. We'll do tomorrow. First,
No.
no, we're gonna sit up today. We'll do tomorrow. Okay?
Get in the pool.
Well, this is enough. Okay, enough. If you don't listen to me, we won't go at all. We'll do try tomorrow. It's not rainy. We do tomorrow. Okay?
It isn't raining. It isn't raining. It isn't raining.
Hey, please stop.
It isn't raining.
I said tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Please help. Behave.
I want to destroy this pool.
Then I'll destroy your fishing pole. Then stop. Put it down. I'm asking you to stop. I mean stop. Or I'm not doing this.
Are you ready for tomorrow?
Place it where? Oh, I can't get it. it off.
set the set first.
Just stop. Sit down so I can figure out how to fix this.
I want a scissor challenge. I want it. Can I pick it up?
V. Now. V.
Okay. Use this. I gotta go to the other side. I gotta go back.
Go what?
Like this on the straw. Grab one of the pencils. It's supposed to work. See? I told you I can use these as weapons.
Go. Let the keys go.
When I get older, I'm gonna use this as weapons. So I can put a pencil at him. At the enemy. Targeted. Spotted.
I tell you to stop.
Missile launcher. I love using these as weapons. Chris, I can help you clean up with this. I got the trash. Watch out.
Please go.
I'm taking the trash away. Gotta move. Almost. I got carrot cookie. You guys can have that clean. Yanked it. Am I your winner?
Hey. Look. Turn off the air conditioner.
Look. That's where you keep my aiming.
Here. Where'd you go? Okay, sit down. Sit down.
Hold on, gotta aim this. I yanked it at the enemy. This is my weapon.
Weapon?
This is my weapon, my clipper. Look!
What?
Look, my Amity's clipper. I gotta take this. Clipper. It tastes so. Look,
Ah!
I let it.
Take that off my toe.
I didn't mean to.
First step you're going to do is you're going to need to slide this plunger forward. That's there to protect the line. Once you slide that forward, I'm going to go ahead and remove the cone here on the reel. Go ahead and set that out of the way. And then you're maybe going to find your line of choice.
This is shiny.
Long filament.
I got shiny weapon.
Smaller size.
Shh.
Let me use the arrow. When I first heard it.
Next step,
Mandalorian.
get one of the threading weights that is in the compartment here on the back side of the line.
Mandalorian's still there.
Remove
I use the arrow.
to the threading weight.
Where are my arrows?
Using for the simple loop knot, really easy to do. Basically, you take your tag in the line and wrap it around your main line to form.
Uh-oh, I missed Mandalorian.
Hey guys, we are at Walk.
My missile.
She couldn't. Here we go. Here we have the line we still have. What do we still have? Our safety pivot.
Look, I got a missile. Okay. I never lose this. Oh, I forgot.
What are you gonna catch with this thing? Fishies? What kind of fish? Oh, everyone, just that fish? This is the only one you're gonna catch? Okay.
I got the paper.
How should we tie this on here, right? What you gonna do around? Let's know.
I'm done drawing.
Yeah, we are almost set here. We have cut off our point sets and here. And now she is ready to go. Practice her casting and getting ready for the real thing. Thank you,
Oh, okay. You don't need a line. You don't need a hook. You don't need a hook.
Why would he took apart the top of the whole
That's how you put lines on. Okay.
I thought you broke it that way.
No, a tangle to fix. Hey! What the frick is that?
I didn't
The
mean
crumble, the crumble, all the crumb cookies. Put it in the trap.
little clipper.
God, man, try.
I used this clipper for my trash dispenser.
What?
Take it off.
Okay. Oh, okay. This. You don't need a hook. What? That's crazy. What? You don't need a hook.
Bastion. This cookie's still alive.
Uh-oh. What did I do? Don't. I swear to God. Eat that freaking cookie. I'll make your cookie crumble with this. I'll fight you. I'm gonna win too.
Weapon is a tiny.
What?
My weapon is a tiny weapon.
Tiny weapon.
It is like clippers, of course.
Man, I can't see. It's so dark in here. You're crazy, dude.
I'm watching the famous YouTuber on Earth. It's cool. It's so 1 minute. But 4 million.
Police hate when you do this, but they can't stop you. This new $80 military-grade concealed carry holster uses cutting-edge nanotechnology and features a remarkable self-healing ability, shape-shifting through your body.
Oh. Ooh. This is your hook. It's for practicing fishing. Ooh. I'm gonna practice fishing. Practicing fishing.
I want to try. I think I have to go to right now. I think I don't put it in the eye.
Yeah. Nom nom nom.
You want some help with these clippers?
I can't even see, dude. Hold on.
It's right there.
Oh, man, you're blocking. Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. No. I'm gonna pinch. Stop pinching with those. I'm gonna pinch you. I'm gonna pinch you harder. I got some too. My fingers.
my clippers can help.
Undetectable maintaining readiness, even in tight, confined spaces. The patented EasyTac holster is the first of its kind, delivering incredible comfort and unmatched stealth concealment. You'll barely notice it's there, and neither will anyone else. Crafted from nano fabric, it uses body heat diffusing fibers to stay cool on hot days and retain warmth in cold weather. It
I'm
won't
about to
irritate
do my
skin and
nails.
is nearly weightless, allowing for all-day comfort. Designed for both men and women, it stays securely in place whether you're bending, sitting, or running, whether you weigh under 100 pounds or over 300. Plus, it dynamically molds to fit any firearm model and offers options for left or right-handed carry, making it as versatile as it is comfortable. EasyTac holsters nano-fabric molds to body contours at a microscopic level, minimizing bulk and creating a low-profile fit that reduces printing under clothing, achieving never-before-seen stealth concealment. With its precision-engineered ejection port cutout, EasyTac enables the fastest target acquisition possible, ensuring you're always ready when it matters most. The best part is, its self-healing ability ensures this holster will last a lifetime, so you'll never need to buy another one. Why settle for bulky holsters that don't fit well, feel uncomfortable, or fail to stay concealed when you can enjoy all-day comfort and perfect concealment with the EasyTac holster? No more irritation from a holster digging into your skin. No more awkward glances or judgment from improper concealment. Just the peace of mind that comes from being prepared and ready for any situation. Since being featured on TV, over 2 million holsters have been sold in the U.S. in the last 30 days, thanks to its patented nano-fabric technology. But here's the catch. You can only get the EasyTac holster directly from their official website. They refuse to sell through big box stores like Walmart or Amazon. By cutting out the middleman, they can offer their product at a much fairer price without the usual retail markup. And right now, EasyTac holster has announced a 50% discount exclusively for Americans as a way to celebrate the freedoms cherished across the nation while empowering citizens to protect themselves and exercise their rights responsibly.
For the water.
Thousands of Americans have already jumped on this opportunity. Just answer a few quick questions, fill out your shipping info, and they'll send you the newest version of the EasyTac holster at 50% off.
No, I know.
So why risk paying full price tomorrow when you can grab it right now for 50% off? Remember, this won't last long. Last time, it sold out in under 2 hours. So click the button below for 50% off before it's gone.
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can. First up, let's talk about AI color themes. You can get any combos you want, bold and bright, minimalist and sleek, or something you didn't even think of. Just describe the vibe you want, or even use the colors of your logo, and let AI do its thing. Beautiful. Next up is the AI section creator. This is great for those website essentials, like a contact section or a place to subscribe. Now, I'm running a sale, so I punch in some details, and just like that, I have a promo section. Functional and pretty. I love it. Now, for the AI text creator. I got some products that need description, so I type in some keywords, and there it is. I've got that land. Now, let's see what the AI image creator can do. Sometimes you just want to spice up your visual game. Type your idea and watch it turn into a high-quality image in seconds. You can have some real fun with this. If you need to tweak something, just brush it over, write what you want, and there it is. I may not be an artist, but that's art. If you're ready to build something you love, head to Wix.
Clancy and I are getting ready for the summer.
The cross that Jesus, guys.
So beautiful.
Clancy's making a lot of sand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of all that sand right now.
the chalet if y'all can see that. It's a really tiny. So now you wanna pretty much have a pair of pliers, or you can use your mouth. You're gonna take it and put it under the bobber. And pretty much bite it. And with the split, you don't have to use split chalet, but what it does is most of the time help keep your bobber in place when the wind is blowing. So there you have the split chalet, just under the bobber. And last but not least, you need a hook. I have a variety of hooks because I do a lot of bluegill catfishing. So I have a variety of hooks. So I'm gonna give her a smaller one to save worms. She actually wants to do some fishing today, so we may actually do some fishing today. But this is about as big as the hook will get, and I'm gonna put this on. And pretty much just like tying your shoe, you just tie a regular knot. You wanna start at the bottom, pretty much put it through. And as you can see, I'm gonna show y'all in the rib tie really like lace it twice on my shoes, but without the bone, just the red look. Pop and pop. Well, they pop out. Didn't go right, so I got it. Pop in. Here we go. And my daughter's actually recording the videos now. I always have to get her involved. She loves fishing. Maybe more. She's not here. But we're gonna go through it again. And there it is. And as you can see, there's the hook. Simple. And as you can see, this is our setup. Or you could put, some people put their split shot in front of their stopper. I like mine on the bottom. Fishing is all, what you like, what you dislike. So you try what's good for you. But this is for her. So it usually works for her. Hopefully she'll get free for today. And there you have it. I'm gonna put this off. There's access called tag, the tag end of the line, where it's the access, a piece of line hanging behind the hook, and I'm gonna clip that. And there it is. I have that. I'll flip that, and now she's ready for the world. So, and basically all you have to do is, just let them fish. Your son, daughter. Hopefully, they work for Spider-Man's rods, things like that. So pretty much that's it. So I'm gonna let y'all see pretty much what we use. And as you can see, it is an LOL rod. It wasn't my trunk for a bit because we hadn't been fishing. So yeah, that's about it in here. This is Monday. Say hey, tell everybody hey. So yeah, she's ready and we're ready. Have a great day. God bless.
The fitness industry doesn't want women over 40 to know this. Have you seen this guy? You know, the one that keeps telling us to
Stop running on the treadmill.
Well, you might want to listen to this.
If you want to drop this, start eating more of these.
People wanting to lose belly fat should stop starving themselves and cutting out carbs.
I was on carnivore for about 4 years,
No carbs.
and I had no problem with it.
I hated it.
It suited me nicely. I gained a bunch of weight, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know. I didn't realize that I'd gained a bunch of weight on it.
Maybe you should forget everything you think you know about weight loss and listen to what I'm about to share with you.
You may think this will take years to learn, but we're going to teach it to you in 60 seconds. Watch this.
This is a metabolism killer. This is a metabolism killer. This is a metabolism killer. This is a metabolism killer.
If you're over 40 and running on the treadmill endlessly and eating salads all day just to lose a few.
Hi, my name is Emily with Kidcaster, the reel, so you can find your line again. So once you've found the line, you're going to tie it at the top here into the weight. So now that you've got the weight on, you're going to put this on, now that you've got the weight, so now that you've got the weight on, you're going to line again. So once you've found the line, you're going to tie it at the top here into the weight. So now that you've got the weight on, you're gonna put this back on. So you wanna drop the weight through the hole, and then put this back on. And then to get a little bit of slack, you can push here. And then you're gonna drop your weight down the rod. Now that you've dropped the weight into the rod, you're going to stick it down and shake it out. And this could take a couple of minutes in order to get it out correctly. Here we go. And that's it. That's all you have to do to rethread the line on the KidCasters Tangle-Free Fishing Rod. For more information on tips and tricks, visit kidcasters.com.
So a lot of states encourage adults to take kids fishing, which is a great thing, and they have some tips on how to have a successful trip. But what most states lack is kind of a detailed instructional video on how to do that, what rods to buy, how to set up your rig, how to catch fish, what to do after you catch a fish.
Not yet. I'm doing something here.
So that's what we're going to tackle today. I'm going to show you how to set up a kids fishing rod and rig it up.
Don't touch
We're
it,
going to
please.
catch some fish, show you how to take off the fish, all that good stuff. So I've got two brand new Zebco push button combos. These are about $10 each, which considering inflation, I think is a pretty good value. And they aren't just toys, these are functional pieces of fishing equipment, and they're just made for little kids. So they're short, maybe 2.5, 3 feet long. I gotta get all these zip ties off first because they have them pretty well strapped onto that cardboard packaging.
Do this to raise your credit score fast? Have you seen this guy before? The guy that says,
paying your bills on time raises your credit score, right? Wrong.
Well, you might want to listen to this. If you're one of the 153 million Americans with a credit score below 720, it's probably because you haven't seen this 5-minute credit trick. This makes scores pop in minutes. People who want to raise their credit score need to stop falling for these 3 major credit lies and use this 5-minute trick instead. In days, you'll find yourself soaring right through this secret loophole in the credit system where you can watch in amazement as your scores go to the moon. How?
Top experts from Harvard Law School revealed a shocking discovery by studying consumer protection laws. These legal experts were stunned to find that all low credit scores stem from one of 3 lies being told by big banks and credit bureaus.
Pop quiz. What's the fastest way to raise your credit
No,
score? Is it A, pay your bills on time, B, hire a credit repair agency, C, remove inquiries, or D, none of the above?
You see, credit scores have nothing to do with paying your bills on time or keeping your balances low. These are just 2 of the smoke screens hiding how banks really pull the strings on your credit scores. And here's the truth.
Never hire a credit repair agency. The next thing you know, you'll be renting forever. The credit code has finally been cracked for good. Most people have no clue that in 2025, there's a hidden law that allows any American to raise their credit scores in just weeks from the comfort of home. In fact, if you use this weird 11-word phrase, you can finally relax.
So these are nice because, well, one, they're inexpensive, but they come fully loaded with line. They put on 6-pound monofilament line, comes pre-spooled, so you don't have to buy line separately, but you will need some bobbers and hooks and weights and things like that. And this one even came with a casting aid, practice casting in the backyard. And on the back of it, it's got some knots and a little pictogram showing how to cast. So to tie an improved clinch knot, you wrap the tag end up the main line 6-7 times, go through the little loop at the bottom, and then out the big loop on the side. Alright, I've got the combos out of their packaging. Now we're going to rig up the rods. First thing I'm going to do is try to get a little bit of line out. You can do that pushing the button at the bottom or backing off that drag a little bit. What you don't want to do is start reeling right now, because the line will get sucked up into the reel and kind of a hassle to get it back out again. So just resist the urge to do that. So I'm threading the line of the guides. You want to put it in the middle of the guides. Sometimes it's easy to get it on one of the wire frame pieces and not the actual ring of
Hey, wait a minute.
of the guide. And I've got some hooks here I brought from home. These are number 6 Gamakatsu hooks. One of the mistakes I see people making when they go out to catch panfish is they use hooks that are way too big. So I would say size 6 on the high end, size 8 or even 10 is probably a better bet. And I'm going to tie an improved clinch knot just like it's suggested on the back of the packaging. So I go up the line with the tag end 6-7 times, back through the little loop at the bottom, and then out the big loop on the side. Slugging it up, I wet the line, pull it down tight. You want to leave, when you trim it, you want to leave about 1/4 of an inch of tag. You don't want to get too tight when you're trimming the remainder of the line off. Now, I like to pull off about a rod's length of line. So for this, they're pretty short rods. It's about 2.5 feet. I'm tying a slip knot here. You don't have to do this part, it's just something I do. And then I put the loop of the slip knot underneath the end of the bobber. And I've got a bobber and a hook now. And what I'm going to do next is add some split shots. Now these are tin split shots with a kind of a dog ear on the back end of them, so you can take them on and off easily. They're removable split shots. They also make these in lead, but I'd say for kids, probably better off with the tin version. It's a little safer for kids, and I guess the environment too.
Tesla's stock is crashing. The headlines say Elon's empire is collapsing. But what if they're all dead wrong? Tech insider Jeff Brown, the man who told everybody to buy Tesla back in 2018, says he just discovered the secret breakthrough that will save Tesla. And it's got nothing to do with Tesla's self-driving cars. Jeff, you mind sharing what you found?
Well, Chris, it's nothing short of the biggest AI breakthrough we've seen yet. Thanks to Tesla's AI breakthrough, just weeks from now, AI will come off our computer screens and manifest itself here in the physical world, all while creating a whole new phase of artificial intelligence growth virtually overnight.
Right, but this AI boom has already been so huge, Jeff. That sounds almost unbelievable.
Well, I understand your skepticism, Chris, but just look at what's happening right now. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang just announced they're going all in on this technology. Mark Zuckerberg is racing to compete with Tesla in this space. Jeff Bezos has even made a huge bet on a startup in this exact field. Now, ask yourself, why are they doing this? Because they see, just as I do, what I call manifested AI is going to be massive.
Right. So Silicon Valley's biggest players are all diving in head first.
And so is Wall Street. Morgan Stanley is projecting huge growth in this corner of the AI market. And Citibank is projecting a number so huge that it's even made my analysts' eyes pop.
Wow, that's saying something. It seems like this breakthrough is quite the game changer then. But if that's the case, why is Tesla stock down so much this year, Jeff?
Well, that's simple, Chris. I mean, the mainstream media is obsessed with quarterly car sales while completely missing what's happening behind the scenes.
Don't know.
And they did the exact same thing in 2018 when I told everyone Tesla was really an AI company, not just a car manufacturer. Now, we all know what happened after that. Tesla went on a multi-year tear. But what's coming next will make Tesla's past success look like pocket change.
Right. So it sounds like people should buy Tesla right now. Is that right?
Well, Personally, I love Tesla, Chris, and I think it'll be the most valuable AI company in the world. And with their recent AI breakthrough, we are about to see a new wave of AI wealth that, according to my own research, will be 14 times bigger than chatbots, generative AI, and quantum AI combined. But there's a much better way to get the most bang for your buck. If people want to know what it is, they can click the link on this video where I'll reveal the details about this new.
So I got a pair of pliers to really set those split shot. And for a big float like that, you want 3 or 4 of these split shot. Now they come in different sizes, but you just want enough weight so that the bobber is already on its way down. You want it to float about halfway down. And so I'm going to add 3 split shot because this is a pretty big float, and I'm going to see how it floats in the water next to the boat. And if I have to add a couple more split shot or take one away, I'll do that. That's before I even start fishing. I want to test to see how that float floats, how that bobber floats. All right, I got 2 split shot on there. I'm going to add a third because it's a big float. One of them started to slide, so I know I didn't crimp it down hard enough. I'm going to give it another crimp. Now I'm going to see how it floats. Just right next to the boat. That's about how I want it. So I don't have to adjust anything. Now I can add my worm. Got a little hook keeper there. And I made the length just right so the bobber isn't into the tip top guide there. I'm going to set up the blue one next. Same thing, I can adjust the drag, or I can use that push button at the back to allow the line to come out freely. You don't want that line to get sucked up into the reel. These guys are a little different. They're kind of like molded plastic with a metal insert. Pretty basic stuff, but it's completely functional. I'm going to do the same thing as before. Got a hook. I'm going to tie another improved clinch knot. You can either wrap the line, wrap the tag up the main line, or you can spin it like I'm doing here. Either way works fine. Put the tag into the little loop at the bottom, out the big loop on the side. Oh, started to fight me there. I got to go back out the big loop on the side. Wet it. Snug it up tight. Make sure it's set. And trim that tag end and put it in a bucket to get rid of later. Got another float. This one's a little smaller. Tying another slip knot. The slip knot just helps keep the bobber in one spot. You can also just you can wrap the line around the little hook on the bobber 2 or 3 times. That works almost as well. Same thing, I'm going to add a couple split shot, but this time that float isn't as big. I'm just going to go with 2 split shot.
Doing physical therapy for your dog's arthritis actually makes it worse. Here's what to do instead. This is the most natural way to flush out doggy joint pain. When Kevin was 8, he started to slow down. He went from pulling on his leash to dragging behind me. He needed help getting into the car, and he even began to limp. I tried everything. Glucosamine chews, acupuncture, massages, heating pads, memory foam beds, and even physical therapy, but nothing worked. His pain only got worse. And when I gave him medications, they had all these nasty side effects. Vomiting, loss of appetite, and even depression. After a few months, Kevin couldn't even climb the stairs or jump into bed anymore without help. It was gut-wrenching to see my fur baby's happiness and energy gone. And that's when I asked my vet, if this was your pet, what would you do? And his answer broke my heart. I booked the dreaded appointment for the following week, but I refused to believe that this was really the end. I spent that entire night Googling ways to help Kevin, and I'm so glad that I did, because that's when I stumbled upon this breakthrough study that changed everything. I learned that there's this natural lubricant in doggy joints known as synovial fluid, and when it dries out, it wears down your dog's cartilage, causing bones to grind against each other. Yet most doggy joint solutions don't focus on this synovial fluid. They only focus on repairing the damaged cartilage, which is kind of like fixing an engine without bothering to change the oil, and that's a problem. Because as your dog ages, their synovial fluid dries out, leading to fiery joint-on-joint friction, unbearable pain, and doggy depression. Researchers call this synovial drying, and if your dog is already limping, it's a sign that they're suffering from it right now. But here's the silver lining. There's a simple way to rehydrate your dog's joints and restore their synovial fluid levels. It's all thanks to this 5-second water bowl ritual created by a world-renowned vet named Dr. Randy Aronson. By the time I'd found it, it had already helped thousands of dogs. So of course, I had to give it a try, and I was shocked by what happened next. On day 1 of using the 5-second water bowl ritual, Kevin wagged his tail for the first time in weeks and was able to walk longer. Day 2, he played tug of war with me. Day 5, he started walking up the stairs on his own and jumping into bed again. And when day 6 arrived, I canceled that dreaded appointment with the vet. Kevin went from limping to running in 2 weeks. It didn't involve surgeries, acupuncture, or glucosamine chews, but making one small change. And I'm happy to say it's 1 year later, and Kevin's jumping, running, and playing like he did when he was a puppy. It's like Kevin and I have been given a second chance. But it breaks my heart to think about other loving dog parents losing precious time with their fur babies when it could have been avoided. So if your dog is slowing down or showing any signs of joint pain or discomfort, do yourself and your pup a favor and check out this free presentation that Dr. Randy Aronson's created. He'll show you his 5-second water bowl ritual to flush out doggy joint pain for good. So your dog can run, jump, and play like a puppy again, and get back to feeling like their happy-go-lucky selves in as little as a few days from now. So click the button below this video to see Dr. Aronson's 5-second water bowl ritual. Take it from me, it could literally save your dog's life.
A man who works hard, sweats hard. Old Spice rider fights sweat, so coach thought I was slacking. So I trained with my Old Spice, and I became the best player ever. Sometimes, a man must overcompensate.
I dropped the other one, but that's alright. I'll go get that one in a second. Get it to line in place, do the middle of the split shot, crimp it down. Same thing, I'm going to test it to see how it floats. That's just about perfect. That's how you want them. You want them floating about in the middle of the bobber, straight up and down. So that's good. Now I'm looking around for a hook keeper, and the one I see is kind of ahead of the reel, which means there's not enough space to put it up. So that's going to be the rod I fish with first, just because I couldn't find a handy place to put the hook. Alright, you can use all kinds of stuff to bait the hook, but I'm going to be using worms today. And you can get worms, around me you can get worms at gas stations, at a local bait and tackle shop, but a lot of people don't have those things near them, or their gas station doesn't carry worms. So I got these worms at Walmart, and if you have a Walmart near you, it's a good bet they have some live bait. These are European night crawlers. Sometimes they call them red worms. I've seen them called trout worms. What you don't want is big giant worms. And that's because the fish we're fishing for are small fish with small mouths. So if you put a big hunkin' piece of bait on a big hook, the fish will pull down the bobber but not really get the hook in their mouth, and so you'll constantly be missing fish if you fish with hooks that are too big or bait that's too big. So you want small hooks, size 6, 8, 10, something like that, and smaller bait. So trout worms work great, red worms, compost worms, garden worms, whatever kind of bait that you like that works in your area. But I just recommend something on the smaller side. You know, get better hookups, have more fun, more smiles, all that stuff. All right, we've got ourselves all rigged up. Where to fish? So I'm in a small pond right now, and those are pretty good places to start. You tend to have a lot of fish, and you should have some good success. Now I'm in a boat today, and that's because I don't really know where the fish are here. They could be shallow, they could be deep. And so there are advantages to having a boat. You can move around, you can try different spots on the pond or the lake. But if you don't have a boat, it seems like very small children, little kids, prefer being on shore to being on a boat. So it actually might work out a little better to be on shore if you have good shore access and you know you can catch fish from shore. There are pros and cons to both. Sometimes kids think of small boats as like a water prison. You know, they're kind of stuck there, they can't go anywhere. It's almost like time out or something. But on shore, they can play with sticks, they can play with rocks, they can play in the water. So there's pros and cons to both. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start fishing fairly shallow. So right away, I get some action, but the fish let go. I wasn't really prepared. That's okay, we'll get the next one. So as I was saying, I'm going to start fairly shallow, and if I don't have a lot of action shallow, I'm going to move out deep. That's generally my game plan for all kinds of fishing. If I can find them shallow, I stay shallow. If not, I move out deep. You can break down a small pond like this pretty quickly just using that strategy. All right, let's talk about casting. So casting is sort of like playing ball with your kids. You don't want to throw too hard, and if you can picture throwing a baseball, you want to release the ball at the top of the arc. And if you hold on to the ball too long, you throw it into the dirt, and if you release it too early, it goes straight up in the air and lands on your head. And it's a similar thing with these push-button spin cast reels, is you want to press the button when you're ready to cast, and then release the button at the top of the arc, almost like you would throwing a baseball. And you don't want to put too much into it. They kind of work better if it's just sort of an easy, smooth motion. So there's a little bit of timing involved, but just like throwing a ball, most people pick up on the timing pretty quickly, and then, you know, you're set for life.
3 reasons why I canceled my DoorDash subscription and switched to CookUnity. Number 1, I was spending way too much. DoorDash fees, delivery charges, and overpriced restaurant meals had me spending way too much per week on food. I love CookUnity because I get restaurant quality meals made by real chefs. Made fresh, never frozen, delivered straight to my door at a fraction of the price. Right now, they're even giving 50% off your first week, making meals less than $6 each. Number 2, I got bored of the same old takeout. Fast food twice a day was getting old. CookUnity gives me access to over 300 meals weekly from 80+ celebrity chefs, so there's always something new to try. My current favorites: Marc Audrey's red wine short ribs, Esther Choi's glazed flank steak, and Jose Garces' braised short rib mac and cheese. Number 3, it's healthier and fits my diet. Whether you're into keto, vegan, pescatarian, carnivore, or just looking for balanced meals, they've got options for every diet and taste preference. Plus, the meals are absolutely delicious. If you're tired of expensive takeout and want something better, try CookUnity today and get 50% off your first week. But hurry, this deal may not last long.
Was Lucifer in there? Where's her cut? Doesn't work.
Alright, I'm going to show you the cast again. Press the button. Nice and easy. Let go at the top of the arc. Now we're going to slow the boat down first of all. But I was going to say, reel in some of the line, because the bobber's already down.
not trying.
And when I set the hook, it's not like some other kinds of fishing where you really have to stick them. Basically, you just reel set them. You just start reeling. You don't have to swing on them or anything. Most of these little hooks have fine wire and they're pretty sharp. And you just reel and reel into the fish and keep reeling and keep that line tight. And once the fish comes to the boat, they're pretty spiky little things. So there's the dorsal fin, which is pretty spiky. Gill plates are pretty spiky, so you want to kind of handle them with care and then release them back into the water. Fish rag sometimes is helpful too. Just missed one there.
Don't.
I'm going to reel into the fish and just keep reeling. The drag on these is pretty light. Even on the max setting, I have the drag all the way up to the max setting. That's the plus sign on the drag dial. And it's still not locked down. So what that means is, if you were going to try to catch some really big fish, like carp, these rod combos would not be the tool for that job. You would just, it would take forever to get them in because the drag is just so loose. The other thing is that the gear ratio on these rod combos is slow. That means you have to really crank that handle to get the line coming in quickly. And that's fine for panfish, but for other fish it would make it hard to catch up to them if they were fast. Nice little bluegill. Off she goes. Same thing, I'm just reeling into the fish. I'm cranking pretty fast just to keep that line tight. If you let the line get loose, there's a good chance they can spit the hook. Another thing about those hooks, I like the ones with a longer shank. These happen to be Nico hooks, Neko hooks. Aberdeen hooks also work well, but that's for two reasons. One, I can thread the worm on there. There's plenty of space on that hook for the worm. But also, I can use the longer shank of the hook to help me get the hook out of the fish's mouth. Now all these fish I can just easily release with my hand, but it's a good idea to bring some pliers or forceps or some sort of hook disgorging tool if the fish get it deep. Those side cutters I was using earlier to get the rods out of the package, those are also handy if there's a hook that gets into you or your kids. You can just cut the hook and it'll slide right out the other way. This is kind of a nice bluegill. It's got a big head on him. Look at that thing.